Great. So now that you've been in the job for a couple of years, can you tell us about some of the other employment opportunities in the field of international trade law?
Well, in the field of international trade law, there are law firms. Of course, there are plenty of good ones these days in India as well, which have made a name for themselves internationally.
Yeah.
So there's nothing wrong with working in one of those law firms, especially in that 2 year period where
Yeah.
which you may spend getting work experience before going abroad for an LLM. I think that would be an excellent platform from which to build on in the future. There are law firms, international law firms that are mostly clustered in Washington D.C., Brussels, or Geneva. Uh, and there are now these sort of consultancy firms or advisory bodies, which are not exactly law firms and which are not exactly as profit oriented as law firms. Their primary goal is to help sort of least developed countries get a footing in the world of international trade and advise them in setting up, for example, their domestic trade laws or trade related laws. So there are like consultancy firms and boutique advisory clinics, you could say, and then there are other international organizations such as the UNCTAD, the International Trade Center, and even some regional organizations I think might be of interest. Like for example, there's this body called the UN SCAP, which has regional offices. So yeah, these are a few options I think within the world of international trade.
Great. Thank you so much for that.